Hi, Suresh. Can you enable your webcam? Hi, good afternoon, Suresh. Can you enable your webcam? Okay, just a second. Need to take a screenshot, then we will start. Suresh, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Then we can take it forward from there. Okay. So, do you have experience working with Terraform? Sorry. Okay. So, have you created modules in Terraform? Modules. Yeah. Suppose there is a requirement to create modules. Will you be able to do that? So, suppose you want to make an modules object available to another. Yeah, no. My question is, suppose you want to create a module and you want to make an object of module available to another module. How you can achieve that in Terraform? Okay. So you don't have work experience in Terraform? Okay. How you create remote backend in Terraform? How you configure remote backend in Terraform? No, no. How you configure remote backend in Terraform. Am I audible to you? Okay. So my question was, how you can configure remote backend in Terraform? Okay, so you have used only CLI. No, I was not asking from CLI. You need to configure it in TF file itself. Basically, you have to use backend block and you have to provide backend storage account. Are you aware about it? Because you are saying yes, but you are not telling me, so that's why I'm a little confused. Okay, where do you store your state file? Um, I'm not sure if I'm audible or there is some issue. My question was not that. I hope I'm audible to you. I was asking where your TF state files get stored. But I'm not asking that, na. I'm asking where that file itself gets stored. That was my question, not what that does. Where you store your state files. AWS S3. How you do that? Hmm, understood. So in Ansible, can you next question? Uh, in Ansible, how you automate the password input in playbook using encrypted files? Yeah, how you configure that? Okay, have you used Packer? Have you worked with Packer? Okay. What are the Ansible tasks you have performed? Yeah. So I was asking what kind of task, Ansible task, you have performed in your project. Yeah. So there could be multiple tasks. For an example, there is a requirement that you need to fetch all VPC running in your region. Yeah. So I'm just wanted to understand what kind of task in your project you are doing using Ansible. There could be a lot of tasks, right? So I just wanted to. What kind of build and integration tools you are using? Okay. Are you using Jenkins? Okay. So suppose you need to write a build pipeline. Will you be able to do that using YML? Okay. Suppose there is a requirement to add a approver stage. How you can do that? Okay, but there should be some syntax or maybe basic requirement to add a approver, right? So I wanted to understand how you do that. Okay, but it's mentioned you are working on Ansible, YML script of CI/CD pipeline. So that's why I asked in your resume. So it's like a classical editor, right? Classical editor. Have you heard about the classical editor of CI/CD pipelines? Sorry, but I don't have any experience with declarative pipelines. So pardon me if I'm asking question which is not relevant to you. But I wanted to understand it is user interface or it's a code. And what language you are using for that? YML, JSON. Okay, so script in which language? Got it. Okay, fine. Yeah, got it. Got it. So are you working with Docker and Kubernetes as well? No, I'm asking. Yeah. So are you working with it? Are you using Docker and Kubernetes? Okay. What is command to create a Docker image? Image. Yeah. What is command to create a Docker image? No, I don't think that's right. Uh, no, I don't think that. Uh, have you heard about Docker build -t image name and -f Docker file path? Have you used Docker build command? Why you use that? The image to continue. Okay. What is command to check all running containers? What is command to check all running containers? Okay. Are you familiar with the scripting like Python, PowerShell, or Bash? Okay. So, what's your expertise? What's your skill set in scripting? Is it Shell or PowerShell or Python? Bash. Okay. Can you tell me difference between awk and sed command? Can you tell me difference between awk awk and sed sed command? Sorry, what you said about sed command? I missed that. Okay. Suppose in a real-time scenario, there is a directory containing thousands of files. You need to fetch files created in past 2 days. How you can do that? Basically, there are yeah. You can use you can use shell scripting, right? So I just wanted a shell script command to fetch files created in past 2 days. There could be file created older than that, right? Maybe created 1 year back, 2 year back. I just want to fetch files created in past 2 days from the server using shell scripting. There will be a single line command. So that's why I wanted to understand what command you can use. That will echo, sorry, how it will work? Echo will echo whatever you mention. How you will shortlist files created in past 2 days. Okay. One question related to AWS. Can you tell me difference between stateful and stateless firewall? Okay. Uh, okay. I think that's fine. And what's the difference between instance store volume and EBS volume? Okay. Got it. One question. Have you done any certifications in AWS or Terraform or Ansible? Okay. And are you serving your notice period? Okay. Are you already serving notice period? Okay. Okay, fine. That's all I have. Any questions? My roles and responsibilities. So I'm working as a DevOps engineer. So basically, it's a DevOps team. So I need to create a landing zone for Azure and AWS, and then we have to implement policies there uh, and resources like VPC, VNet, subnets, routables. And to deploy them, we need to create CI/CD pipelines. So right now we are using Azure DevOps. Azure DevOps is similar to Jenkins, and there we are going to basically creating using YML editor and classical editor our pipelines. That's why I was asking you about the classical editor using that. And then we have orchestration tool like Docker and Kubernetes. There are some requirements of scripting using PowerShell and Bash scripting. Sometimes we need to fetch data from the server, so there we are using scriptings. So basically, from top, it's a DevOps role for Azure and AWS cloud. So for particular this interview, we are hiring for AWS. Okay. Yeah, that's related to AWS, right? So I think you are in right direction. So basically, yeah. So basically, for a few resources, we just need to mention inbound rules, and by default, outbound traffic rules get configured. That is known as stateful. And for those who we need to explicitly add inbound and outbound rule that are stateless. NACL is stateless. Yeah. Network security group is stateful. Yeah. Okay. That's all from my side. Thank you so much for your time.